One of the most important types of writing that you will do in a college course is to write a summary. So this assignment is going to take you through the steps of writing an effective summary. The first thing you need to do when you are given an assignment to summarize something is to look at the article itself and do what I call pre-read the article. And what I mean by that is this. Pay attention to the title, the author, and where that particular article has been published, because that will give you an indication of who the audience is. The title is very important because typically you will be reading an article by someone who's an expert in a particular field. And so it's important to note who that person is and what that person's credentials are. The second is the title. In the majority of articles that you read, the title gives you a key to the content of the article itself. It's almost a summary or an overview, if you will, of what the article is going to be about. And it's important to understand the audience. Is the author writing to a group of peers? Is the author writing to a general audience or a specific other audience? All of those things are important to understand from the beginning. And you can do that very easily by simply paying attention to the author and the title and where that particular article was published. Then you should skim through the article itself. If it is a short article, read the first sentence of each paragraph. If it is a longer article, pay attention to the subject headings, the headings of each of the pieces in the article. Your particular article is longer, but it has clearly marked subheadings that are in bold. And those should give you a key understanding of the major subjects covered in the article. You should always read the first paragraph. The first paragraph of any article should give you an idea of the one main idea the article is trying to communicate. So once you've done those things, once you have identified the author and the title and the audience, once you've read the first paragraph and skimmed the article, then you should write down what you've discovered about the article. Before you even read it, just doing that pre-reading, what do you already know? What do you expect? What do you think this article is going to be about? Write that down in a couple of sentences just for yourself. This pre-reading piece of a summary helps prepare your mind as a reader. It prepares you for what is going to come, and it will help you stay focused as you read. The next thing you need to do is read the article and read it actively. Read with a pen or a pencil in your hand. If you have printed it out. If you are reading it on the screen, save a copy to your desktop or to your documents, pull it up and use the highlighting tools in Word to do this same thing. So whatever you are doing, actively read, okay? Don't just sit there because your mind will wander. But if you are doing these things, you'll stay focused. Underline the main idea of the article. So you've skimmed it, so you should know. This is usually found in the first paragraph or even the title. Then, as you read through the article, underline the main details that support this idea. In short works, the main idea of each paragraph you should underline. In larger works, the headings of sections. So you're actually physically underlining things. And please make sure that you look up and define words that you don't know. Don't just skip them. Look them up, because sometimes those words that you don't know are key to really understanding what is going on. So after you've pre-read the article and then read the article in more detail and highlighted the main point and the supporting points, it becomes time to summarize. And in your summary, you need to make sure that your first sentence is clear and specific. The first sentence of a summary follows a specific pattern. It must include the author and the title of the article and a brief statement of the main idea of a work. Now, I'm going to give you some examples here. You are welcome to copy these phrases, how I construct these sentences. Use these as templates for your first sentence. Now, your article that you have to read is different than the one I'm summarizing here, but so you'll obviously have to change the author, the title, and the main idea, but I wanted you to provide you a template, some example templates of how to do this. So your first sentence can follow one of these three patterns. You could start with in and then the title of the article. Now notice something specific here. You put quotation marks around titles of articles. And then you need to capitalize the first main word of the title. So we have this title here, College Helps Students Dream of More Than Just a Salary. So there's my article, and then my author, Drew Faust. And then my main idea discusses the benefits of attending college. So you could set up your initial sentence in that form, or you could do it this way. Drew Faust in, so author in title, followed by the main idea. Or we could do it a different way still, according to author in title, and then the main idea. So please feel free to copy the language in these or the pattern of these sentences, remembering that you will have to change the title, the author, and the main idea to match the article that I've given you to summarize. So once you get that first sentence down, and remember, the main idea is going to come from either the first paragraph or the title of the article itself, or both. So that's where you should look for the main idea. Then you're going to summarize. The next step in a summary is writing the body sentences. The body sentences of the summary should state the points the author uses to support the main idea. So remember in your reading, when you highlighted those main supporting points, you highlighted or underlined the main idea, and then you highlighted or underlined the supporting points, the bold headings of an article. Those will be the basis for your body sentences. And it is important that you include transitions between the points. And you can see I have transitions here in bold. So you can clearly see how Drew Faust supports the claim that college benefits students. So we have the first benefit is financial, as college grads earn 60% more than people who only have a high school diploma. In addition to the financial benefits, college graduates are more engaged as citizens and live healthier, longer lives. College also expands students' knowledge of other places and times and allows students to interact with people from diverse backgrounds. Further, college demands that students slow down and think. Now, these are Drew Faust's ideas. These are the main points Faust makes to support the claim that college benefits students. The concluding sentence of a summary should provide a reminder of the main idea. And so here is an example. Ultimately, according to Faust, college not only guarantees more earning power, but also expands a person's life in non-monetary ways. So remember, you are summarizing what someone else has written. Therefore, you will never use I in a summary, nor will you indicate whether you agree or disagree with the writer. Your job is to accurately communicate what someone else has said, clearly and specifically. So I do want to emphasize one thing to you. When you are reading, please be engaged. If you underline or highlight the main idea of the article that you find in the title or first paragraph, and if you underline or highlight the main details that support this idea, that means in our larger work, the headings of the sections, then you will have an easy time putting a summary together.